Thank you everyone for joining the session for this training. We can say this is not training, or we can say it's like a sharing, because OverPass Turbo and Umap is very customized. So everything you work on that, as long as you get the data you want, I think I can say it's correct. So yeah, maybe uh, that's all we will to do. And I hope many of you already joined the Google Classroom, and we saw start to introduction to Google Classroom and what you can expect from this training in Google Classroom, and also what we expect from you, so we can match. And yeah, please enjoy this training, because I think it's impossible to cover all of OverPass Turbo and UMap basic within even 2 or 3 hours. So that's why we create this training in Google Classroom. So let me check if everyone is good. So far we have 3 people. Yeah.
Okay. Can I have also one word after you finish, Dinar? Sorry.
Sure. I just want to check if anyone already signed in. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dinar. So we wanted to try something different with this training. So we set lots of materials and assignments through Google Classroom, and we have shared it in advance. So thanks a lot for participating in that. Although, I mean, we didn't maybe inform you before that, but like we are trying to try a different approach on that particular training. Like, it's called active learning. So we have shared the materials and assignments, etc., with you through Google Classroom in advance, so that you were able to access the slides, the assignments. We also gave you some resources to go through. So what we hope that the majority of the people just attending today's training had a chance to look at the materials, look at the slides, go through the slides, so that they have the basic understanding of what OverPass Turbo is doing, so that instead of just us going through the slides and just like a monologue, just doing 1 hour, 1 and a half presentation, we want to, assuming that you have the basic skill set right now, we want to just focus on the assignments mainly, or the examples, some example queries, etc., so that the learning part of that would be before in the preparation stage, so you have the basic idea, and when we come here, it will be more interactive. You asking questions, we are demonstrating stuff, etc. And I hope that we would be successful on doing that, because it's, I think, the first time that we are trying this active learning approach in the internship. And later on, I would be preparing a short survey for you, or in order to assess this session and assess the content. So thank you very much for participating in that. So because of that, I'm very excited, because it's the first time I'm also trying this active learning approach in humanitarian OpenStreetMap training. So thanks a lot. That's for me. So thank you, Dinar, for letting me also have this introduction. So thank you. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I will pass to the Jeffrey if you want to say something, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think not really, but yeah, I'll be starting with OverPass, and then I'll come in later to take us through Umap towards the end. So please go ahead, and looking forward to the session as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And for now, I will share my screen to like introduction to Google Classroom and in short, and maybe we can go through any discussion that may be raised during learning session. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen now. So this is,
Yes.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for confirmation. And this is student view. So this is the title, and we have different term on this Google Classroom. So first, you will see stream. Stream is for discussion or put any question, comment, feedback on this training material. And you can expect that all of teacher, yeah, we have people called teacher that basically as a trainer. All of this will notify whenever you post something on the stream or in the comment. So you don't need to mention anyone. You just post question, and some of us will back to you soon, teachers, and also stream. So put your discussion related to material into this, and then wait for the reply. And we have a teachers as a trainer, and classmates is you that join this Google Classroom. And also we have a classwork. Classwork is contain all of training material and also assignment. This for student view, you can go through every training material, open, and also add any feedback on this. So we saw that some people already post comment, and you will see that some of section has a assignment like this one. If you post for example for the first assignment is this one posted posted 1 week ago, and you will see the instruction or question, and you for this one you need to answer yes or no. Okay, we have still checking it out. Okay, all you can do is just click yes and make sure you follow the question correctly. You can click on that. And how do we as a teachers or trainer know who did what, when, and etc. So this is, I show you the student view. Yeah. For example, if you don't click it yet, please click and then click turn in. I have a notification missing because the deadline is yesterday. And what is the question is this? And for the, I want to show you the teacher's view. So this is a teacher's view. Same with student view, but we have also grades. This is will give you a score for every assignment. So this is like very similar with a traditional classroom. And for the first assignment, let us see, 15 people already turned in and the rest still assigned. And we can see, when we click, we can see who is the name. This one. So we can reach out if some people still not submit their assignment due to deadline, and we can follow up if you have any problem based on this. So yeah, if you don't finish your first assignment, please feel free to finish your first assignment just for training how you will work on the next assignment, because we will have more assignment. Yeah, this is the overview of the Google Classroom. So you can go through every section and ensure every section is available on PDF, and also you can click every link provided there. And how to submit the assignment. For this one, yeah, for the first assignment, we need to just click yes or no. But for the next assignment, for this one, we have various assignment. For example, for this, you need to fill the form. You can fill it out. And then for this one, OverPass Turbo query wizard, you can add whatever you feel comfortable to submit your assignment. But for this one, I think it's should be better if you submit on the link form. But if you feel happy or comfortable, you can submit on another format. Just this one. And if you have question, please feel free to put your comment here. For example, you don't really understand or you need something to clarify, please add comment here. And so why I encourage you to put this discussion here, because everyone can see your discussion. Maybe they have a similar question with you, so we don't want to repeat any same question or same answer. And or another teacher can add any comment or feedback based on that, rather than you reach out to personal, for example, to me or to John only or to Jeffrey only. Maybe we have a various answer that will make your understanding more complete. Okay, that's for assignment. We have some different format. And what we expect for this training is most of you already come prepared to this training. I have some basic knowledge about OverPass Turbo and try to work on the assignment or to read training material. And if you have a question, please drop a feedback on Google Classroom. So this session will be like we will do a demo or interactive based on your question. Maybe you have question like how to define my favorite place, how to define my query in OverPass, how to create this in Umap, etc. You can post it during this session and later. And I saw one question from, I'm not sure, yeah. He asked about, is it possible to access this training material even after the training? Yes, of course. The answer is, yeah, of course, you can access it even after the training today, because we have a assignment that has a longer time deadline like this one. So even we finish our training today, you can still access and take a look at your assignment or the training material and submit and hash discussion until you're 100% sure about your understanding on this. Okay, I will stop share and I will check Derek. What? Okay. Oh, we have some. Okay, Derek. I don't see.
Derek, I will send you the class link, join link in a private message. So Dina, you can continue if you like. I'm going to send Derek the classroom join link.
Okay, I will repeat what Tan say. So every assignment is worth 2 points. If you complete on time before the deadline, you will get 2 points. And the submission will get 1 point. Don't worry, this is a lot of pass-fail things. We are just trying out the functionality. We are all good. Yeah, because we are still trying this Google Classroom. This is our first time. And yeah, I will suggest you to focus more on the training material and have interactive discussion with us. Let me check the question. Okay. For now, I will let you to finish the first assignment. It is just click yes or no, and if you have any discussion, please drop it there. Okay, I will give for 5 minutes to finish your first assignment if you don't finish it yet.
And even if you didn't go through the materials, you can just click no, and like it won't affect like if it's going to be it is not going to be a pass fail. So if you couldn't find time to go through the materials, just be honest and just click no, so nothing will happen. Don't worry.
Yes. This is not like dead or alive. Yeah, 5 minutes for finish first assignment.
Maybe 2.
Yes, Sam?
Maybe 2 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah, I just give 5 minutes. Or
okay. Yes, Harry.
Hi, Harry, Edmund. I not realized they're on. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
So we just need you to go to Google Classroom to the class, and just like the first assignment was saying, that were you able to go through and look at materials that we have shared or not? So we need you to go and click yes or no to the first test. So right now there's nothing in the screen. We're waiting for you to complete the assignment, and then we are going to go through with the examples, like the example queries, etc. So I think we can skip the introduction, and if everybody has that chance to go through the materials, we can continue with the OverPass API, OverPass queries, like what we are asking you to do in the assignment, so we can go through that, I guess.
yeah, sure. Because most of team already finished first assignment. Let me check. turn in 11 assignment. Eric, how about you? How can I create a query of building with name? How can I create a query of building with names? Yeah. This, okay. Because I tried to. Can you share your screen, Eric?
No, I'm using a phone right now, but I'm also using a computer to access the assignments.
Let me check for the example for the name building, because what do you want? Exact names? I mean, do you know? Do you know already the names? For example, school ABC or?
No, I wanted to know how I can create a query with which can show buildings which has names.
Yeah. John and Harry already shared the query, and this is for the exact name you already know. For example, school ABC. So please write this building and name school ABC. Let me open OverPass Turbo.
Yeah. So Harry's example, if you're looking for a specific name, Harry's example. But if you just say that any building that is having any name is the query that I have shared. So you can just use the asterisk there saying that any building with any name. So you can just combine your queries with just like Boolean operators like that and, or, etc.
Yeah, this one. So this is, as John said, this query is for all building with any case and value and has name with any value. But for this query, you need to specify which location or which boundary you want to access, because if you just click this, it will too big and maybe it will be failed at your first time. And yeah, what I suggest is go to your specific area. You can define this using this one box, boundary box, and click run again, and it will. The long depends on your connection and also how many the data on that area. And basically, this is the query for find the building with name every values with every values. But if you have a specific like school, I think you can building and name like this one. You can use this school. In this case, I already know all, and I only want to know the name, every building that contain name school. And yeah, as Harry said, this is case sensitive. So maybe you can try this. Like how to zoom? Yeah, this one. It's provided in wiki, in the wiki of OverPass, so you don't worry. You can take a look on the wiki page. You don't need to remember every sign or every query. Just try first you need to define what you are really want to get from OSM data and then try with query. Did answer your question or not, Eric?
Yes, but when I tried to search, I did not see any building in my area. So I don't know whether the query failed or...
No problem. You can drop a discussion later when you come back to your laptop. Please drop on the Google Classroom and we can find maybe specific location will need a specific different query, I think.
So yeah, you can just share your query as a comment, or you can put a screenshot there so that we would be able to see and comment. And if we have time later on, or if we can have some also discussion later one by one, so we can go through if you are able to share your screen and we can look at that.
Okay, thank you.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible.
I think I'm getting Derek's. I'm not an expert in OverPass, but I was going through it the other day while doing the assignment, and I think I get Derek's issue is when you input the query, there is a point that says zoom to query. It's not really visible.
Yeah, that might be it, because like if you are specifying a certain region, certain place, and if the bounding box and the visible map region is not that, so that might be the case. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, will be the case, and yeah, the best practice to provide a discussion is you pass to us your query and what's the problem and what do you want to looking at. Okay, 18 people turn in for first assignment, and I think not all people join this session, early session. We Odulana Oluwatoyin, can you try for the first assignment? And I don't see Daniel Jose. I don't know, maybe later. Okay, I think most of us on the session already turned in for the first assignment. The first assignment is have you click and look at its resource provided at slide 6 at first material. And I will go to next OverPass API. But if you have something to discuss from any section, please feel free unmute yourself. Okay, thank you, Odulana, for your first assignment. Okay, we have a question more from Derek. Hospital or dentist, what is the right query? What is the questions? I mean, we can use either hospital or dentist based on your purpose. We can use both of the query, Derek. Hello, can you hear me, Derek?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. And
I
what
was
is the-
looking for dentists in my, no, I was looking for dentists in my area, but when I tried to put in a query for dentists,
dentist, okay?
no, it didn't anything. I did not show anything in my area or in my country, Uganda. So I don't know whether the query was wrong or I was searching for another.
Sorry for interrupt you. Where are you? Where is your location? Uganda? Or do you have specific?
No, I mean, I'm located in Waxo. Waxo.
Okay, let me share again my screen. For example, you want to find for dentist. Just I usually go to this page, tech info, or you can let's try this one first. Dentist. I want to make sure if the spell is correct. So there is no wiki, so maybe we can have this one. Amenity dentist. I'm still looking for dentist is only one. And or we can use wiki.
I think it's supposed to be amenity equals dentist, not dentists, without the S. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay, Jeffrey. Thank you.
Oh, Geoffrey,
yeah,
I tried
one.
that, but I did not see anything.
Yeah, I've just posted in the chat the right query that you can use.
No, yes, I tried that, the one you have posted in the chat, but I did not see anything at all.
Yeah, I think you have missed out on something. So maybe you can post the query you have used in the chat and you can have a look.
Can you share your screen, Derek, so that we can maybe solve it quicker? If you just if you're able to share your screen and then show us, we would be able to identify what's wrong with that.
Yes, sir, I also tried, but my one also saying it's wrong. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Derek, are you able to share your screen?
Yes, I can. Wait.
No, I'm not unable.
Oh, okay. So
I can share my screen.
Divya, is it you? Sorry, I was
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So can you try to run the visit again? Can you run the query again?
Is equal.
Okay, you would get a timeout because you are not specifying any region. So if you just build and run, it is going to just assume that you are going to run the query in the bounding box, and the bounding box is the entire continent of Africa, some of the Middle East, some of Southern Europe. So it's a very large area. Let's try that. Can you just write the name of your city or hometown, for example?
Okay.
Yes. So build and run query. So it should work right now. Yes, if you see, you see a couple of nodes in Colombo. So the error you were getting is that if you don't specify any town or location name. It is just doing the search in the bounding box, and the bounding box was very large. We were looking at the entire Africa, some of the Middle East, and some of Southern Europe.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. So it will take a long time to process, and because of that, they don't want to overload the server. It was just giving you a timeout on that. Derek, were you having a similar issue, or what was the issue that you were having?
Oh yes, I have been able to see them here.
Okay. So it worked, right?
Yes, it worked.
Okay, for the remaining people, so remaining people who didn't have any comment on response, we are assuming that you were able to work your queries, right? If you have any problems, please just speak up, and we will also try to troubleshoot that as well.
Okay, I don't see any question on the meeting chat, and also there is no question on the Google Classroom. So I think everyone is going through the training material now.
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Yeah. Now I open the OverPass API for the second material, and I only see one comment. It's on the wall. There is no question so far for the OverPass API.
So we can move on like a demonstration. So if I think like we can go through the assignments, maybe do similar queries, and if people have questions on the way, if people have some issues along the way, we can also go through that. So
Okay.
also in order to that be mindful about time, and we can move on with other examples as well.
Okay, I will move to the next quiz. The next assignment is pop-up quiz. How can you define highways without name in OverPass? Yeah. If I answer this, so it will not be a quiz anymore, Chan. So what should I do on this?
Yeah, we can skip that and use the other assignments with the OverPass queries. Like we're playing around with the wizard and also maybe modifying queries. So yeah. So
this one.
yeah, we don't have to go one by one, but to give a general idea so that the interns would be also able to repeat and duplicate later on.
We have another something to play from Derek. Show me how to create query with methods. With methods. Chan?
Sorry?
We have a question from Derek. Query with method.
Let me just see the chat. Query with meters, like you're saying, like distances, right? So we are going to come to that.
Okay.
So we are going to follow up and yeah, for the example by example, we are going to build up to there.
Instructions. The dentist, okay, dentist, they discussed the dentist summit, generate permaling. Yeah, I want to share this one. Once you finish or successful create the query, this one, I want to highlight this one. Once you're ready to submit, click on share permalink. Okay, this is how you can do that. And I assume you already found your favorite dentist in your favorite place, and all you can do is share. And I usually tick both box, and then I will have this one, OverPass Turbo, and like .pl bit lie or another. This is a shortener, URL shortener. You can click copy and submit as your assignment. That's how you do that. So don't copy or paste the whole query, this one, but instead please click this. It will help us to understanding what query you try to do and what region you are looking into. Okay. For the next assignment, check school. Okay, the next is about school. Generic names. Yeah, I want to share about this.
This would be a good example also, like maybe answering Derek's question as well.
Or matter. Let me show. Create query with matter.
No, not the meter. We're going to go there, but like the schools or buildings with specific names, like maybe they're talking about the data quality issues, saying that the building is equal to building, or building is equal to house, or name is equal to house, something like that. The generic names, yeah, building is equal, name is house.
Let me start from school. I hope it requires more time also I can show. Oh no, I still can handle with only 25 timeout. So guys, if you have get a warning, say something about timeout, you can add any number on this. For example, if you looking for big area like city or even country, I usually do for 2,500 and just run again. But if you don't have any problem with that, so leave it as is. You can have it. And for schools, this is it will generate all data with amenity school, regardless they have a name or not, or they have another tag or not. Just look for amenity school. So this is for the and then in your hometown. So you need to define the area or create the bounding box. And your hometown, what I usually do is, for example, I need to find place, for example, Padang. I want to define how to say Padang in OverPass Turbo. So you can open OSM homepage and then click. Try this one. I will not use this because this is not a boundary. I'm looking for something with boundary. This is my first trial, if anything. It's like we don't have Padang in boundary. So the second way is use this bounding box. Why Padang has no relation boundary? Yeah, because maybe there is no people there at boundary for Padang city. Maybe in case you face the same problem, so you don't worry about that. You can still use bounding box to describe.
Yeah, and also if there are multiple places with the same name, it might not be giving you exactly the region that you want. So if as Dinar search showed that there were multiple Padangs, so there were more than one Padang. So if you just write Padang, like it will give you one of them. But like if you just want to have the data from the other Padang or one of the other Padangs, you, as Dinar said, that you need to specify that bounding box.
Even after specify the name, it's still written many names similar. But yeah, we can still try the bounding box straight. Yeah, let me check how to confirm. Hari, okay, thank you. How to confirm the assessment is submitted. Yeah, usually all of us teacher will get a notification, but I don't know from the student view. Chan, do you have any idea on this?
Yeah. Sorry, it's like as you have shown in the student view, like if you didn't answer the first quiz, it was saying missing. So if it is if it is missing, etc., so it means that you still haven't submitted it. But if it's still within the deadline, I'm not sure at that moment. But you can check it from your submissions. I mean, so if you have submitted to one of the assignments, you won't see it as a duty anymore, or you can just ask us, because we will be able to check if you have submitted or not. So you can just ask us, send a message to us, so we can check if it's all good. I'm right now figured out opening my computer. I'm just trying to install Zoom, and will be hopefully joining with the computer in a short while. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. What is it about hate? Okay, let's go to another assignment. But I think we still have a few more minutes before we move to Umap Basic from Jeffrey. Name. Find the building with generic names in your hometown. So you will need building tag and location, but what is generic name? You might get help from tech info. The generic name is basically, you can try generic name from wiki. No, not this one. No, this one. Names. Names, but the hint for this one is came from tech info. What is tech info? Tech info is this database from any case, any value that already stored in OSM server. It doesn't care if it is the correct value or key, just store anything, any case, any value on that. So fine for the building. The value of this one more than 400 page. This is the first page. And yeah, basically you can detect generic name, or you can understand what is generic name in OpenStreetMap term. Is generic name is you put something that already clear, that already described by K, for example, building, house. You will add the building equal house, but you add name equal house. Yeah, it's called generic name, and it's wrong. Info, so this one, how name. But you need to go to wiki first before you move to tech info. I will check education. Yeah, name building, name house, name apartment, name EV. Yeah, then ask, how do you know if the query is run and no features were no found? The query has run, you will see this one. If you use wizard, for example, I will delete it, and then let's say building, amenity school. Nah, the query will automatically write on this white box. So it means that your query already ran and no features were found, because yeah, basically if your query is wrong, you will have a notification like this one. Oh, how to make a wrong query? Let me check. For example, this like this. This one. Sorry, this search cannot be understood by query by OverPass API. So as long as you don't get any wrong notification, your query is good. But it cannot promise that you will get what you are looking for, because it depends to your query. Even you write not amenity, but amenity, maybe. Yeah, it's still correct from the query perspective, but it will return nothing because there are no object has that tag. Null, yeah, null. Correct query. I can search from. Can you check? I will also help to check from array Ostro. How can I search for only the word EV? Okay, we will have a 1 minute left before we over to Jeffrey for the UMAP.
Question saying that how can you just like make a query with distance? If you want, I can quickly take over now because right now I'm already like I was able to join with my computer. Sorry about that inconvenience.
No problem.
So you want me to take over quickly, or are you okay continuing?
Yeah, I can pass to you. But
okay.
Before we pass to Jeffrey.
Okay, so I mean, I'll try to make it quick because in mindful of the time that also Geoffrey needs. So can I have maybe 5 minutes, Geoffrey, if it's okay with you?
Yeah, sure, Chan, go for it.
Cool. Thank you. So a couple of data quality issues that we might also have. So I'm going to share my screen so that I'm referring exactly to the slides that we are sharing at Google Classroom. So from when you go to the data quality issues, so like if you're looking for unnamed roads, so the like Dinar was talking about was like when we are looking for stuff like generic names, so I can go and say that. So I'm going to go with my hometown in Ankara and say that I'm going to look for any building. So building is equal to asterisk. So this is my first way of querying. So I'm looking for any building, and that building should have a name. Name should be ev. Ev is house in Turkish. So the building's name might be the apartment's name, might be the school's name, might be a specific name for the building. But if somebody is just tagging name is equal to house, name is equal to apartments, that is a data quality issue. So that's incorrect way of tagging. So say just like in Ankara. So if I just build and run this query, it's going to give me the buildings that are given names in Ankara, or maybe I could just expand it to Turkey. So when I build this query, oh, it's taking long. So it's going to give me that objects, buildings that are having name is equal to house. Let me abort. In the wizard, so like it can be also uppercase as well. So you can also use parentheses, just like producing mathematical formulations. So you can put like name is equal to ev or name is equal to ev. So when you just put in the parentheses, it's going to first process this. So either it has this name or either this has this name, and it should be a building. And it should be in, not in Turkey, let's say Ankara, my hometown. It can be a little bit faster. I'm also using mobile data, so sorry about that, but I think it was also already a good bandwidth. So you can also add multiple queries or multiple conditions like that. So you might have looking for multiple names. It can be with a uppercase, lowercase, etc. I'm just feeling bad now that it is just taking too long to process. Let's try another one. So see if we can overload the OverPass Turbo servers. And you might also look for without a name. So if you just click name is equal to asterisk, if you use this asterisk sign, name is equal to asterisk, you can say that you are looking for any object with any name. If you just put this, so if I can zoom it a little bit, so that you might be able to see it a little better. Where's my cursor? So name with exclamation point that is equal. So, oh yeah.
So this name exclamation point equals asterisk means that it doesn't have a name. So it's the opposite of any name is this. So you can also look for that. It is still processing. Oh my, sorry. So like I'm looking for highway is equal to asterisk. So I'm looking for any highway and name exclamation mark equals in, let's say, Sancaktepe. Sancaktepe is one of the neighborhoods that we have in Istanbul, Turkey, and it is still processing. I'm sorry about that. So I have my internet back, I have my laptop back, I have my Zoom back, but still OverPass is taking too long to process. An error occurred, runtime error. So just put a timeout. So it gets 25 seconds, and within 25 seconds, it wasn't able to process that. So let's check 55 seconds and run that again, see what would happen. And in the meantime, I'm going to return to the one that like saying, search by username, search by timestamp. Okay, so pharmacies that are within a certain distance to hospitals or clinics. So for that, first you need to create that query. So you're looking for example, hospitals and pharmacies, etc. And after that, you are going to need to modify that query for that. So when you build and run that query, continue anyway. So yeah, it is going to just show me, and I just say click the zoom to data. So right now it is showing me all of the highways that are not having a name. So highway equals residential, highway equals residential. Oh my, there are lots of problems with there. So that needs to be fixed. Highways equals residential. So it's showing me all the unnamed buildings. Let me just quickly go there. Healthcare equals hospital in certain regions. So from the wizard, I'm just going to healthcare equals hospital or amenity equals pharmacy in, again, let's Sancaktepe, and let's see what will happen. Yeah, so it is giving me both hospitals. So the hospitals, as you can see, are like that, and it is also giving me pharmacies. So if I just want to filter some out, so node around health. So if I can just assign variables saying that, okay, this is a healthcare facility. So as you can see, node equals healthcare is equal to hospital. So I can just put it in parentheses like that. Sorry, put it in a parentheses like that. And if I just go and say that, assign this as a variable called health. So this query, this part of the query that I have looking for hospitals is going to be named health. So this is going to be a little bit modification. So I have assigned health. And as you can see, the query part for that, and I'm looking for nodes around health. Just quickly, just to not to steal too much of Geoffrey's time. I'm sorry about that. Node around health. So I'm looking for nodes right now around health. I'm just using the name that I have given. So you can give it any name, yet you should use that here as well. What else? I'm going amenity pharmacy in the search area. Well, you can just look at and copy the dialogue, and you can just modify the query and from the slides. So what we do is we are just like assigning a variable called health. So all the hospitals and clinics, and I'm looking for pharmacies around that notes. And you need to, in the print results, in the output, instead of outputting everything, you are specifically going to ask for the pharmacies that are around the health facilities. So I think we can just set another maybe one-to-one session, or we can just record a demo and upload to Google Classroom, because I'm also getting nervous because I'm stealing more and more of Geoffrey's time. So the way to modify that query is available in the slides that you have. And Derek, we can get together. You can just get in touch with Dinar or me from Slack so that we can also walk you through that. But in the interest of time, I think I have to pass on to Geoffrey now.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right. Yeah, thank you, Chan and Dina. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen and go through UMap. So basically on the Google Classroom that was set up, you'll find these the resources that I'm going to go through. They're the last two sessions under classwork. So building interactive web maps with UMap, and then building dynamic web maps with OSM data. And yeah, it's really nice to interact with all of you. I'd also love to know where you are joining from, where you are based. So please drop in the chat where you are based so that I get to know you a little bit better. But yeah, I'll just proceed now in the interest of time. So basically what I'm going to do is just to do a quick demo. But then what we require of you is to complete this assignment. So there's assignment 12 and also assignment 13. So after going through this demo, then it will be upon you to complete the assignment and share the map that you create with me so that I can also check it out. But yeah, the slides have some kind of like GIFs, so short videos that can show you the steps that I'm going to go through. So this can be an easy way for you to follow through if you are trying to do this on your own later on. Yeah, so we have seen in the previous session how to write OverPass queries, but then what you can do is also to create interactive maps with these OverPass queries. And there are different ways to do that. One of them is by using UMap, which is what I'm going to go through. This is what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use a simple query. I'm going to use the query that Derek was asking, wanted to get like dentists in Wakiso, but I'm going to get dentists in Kampala. So I'll just write my simple query, Amente equals dentist in Kampala. And then I'm going to build and run this query, which will basically return for me all the dentists in Kampala, where I'm based. So I can see the nodes here. And if I click on one of them just to confirm, I can see this is a Mente dentist. And the clinic of the name of the clinic is called the Buungu Dental Clinic. So I know my query has worked perfectly. And one of the ways that you can if you want to share this query with someone, you can always copy this link and share, but you can also share your map as in an interactive map right from OverPass. So if you go to export here and you go to interactive map, what you get here is an interactive map that you can share with someone so that when they load this link, they can be able to see this data. But this is really a very big query. So if you are to kind of share it, then you are supposed to maybe shorten it using something that can shorten the link. So as you can see, this is the this is the query link. It's really long. So that's one way how you can quickly create an interactive map right from OverPass. But like I mentioned, the other way is by using UMap. So if you want to create a map of dentists in Kampala, on UMap, then what I'll first do is to download this data. So I'll go to export in UMap, and then I'll download this data as a GeoJSON. So I'm going to rename my export. I'm going to name it Dentists Kampala. So I'm saving my file on my computer. So I have my file downloaded, and now the next thing that I'm going to do now is to go to UMap. So the URL for UMap is umap.openstreetmap.fr. And the beauty about it is that you don't need to create like a new account. You can just simply log in with your OpenStreetMap account. So you can see from me here, I'm already logged in with my account. But yeah, if you're not logged in yet, just log in with and give access to your OSM account. And the next step would be to create a map. So this is the interface that you get. As you can see here, the map is untitled. So that's the first thing I'll do, is to rename my map. So I'm going to click on this pencil, and that will allow me now to rename my map. So I'll name it Dentists Kampala, for Kampala Dentists, and then I can even give it a description, Dentists in Kampala City. Okay, so yeah, one of the things I can also do, I can also try to do something here. I can, for example, define some user interface options. So for example, I want someone to see the overview map as they view the map. So if I go to user interface options here, I can say, do you want to display a mini map here? And I can switch that on. So that means as someone is navigating, they can be able to see the overview of the map here, which makes the navigation easier. Yeah, so that is done. So now I need to bring in data so that people can see the points for dentists in Kampala here. So to do that, I'm going to come here and import my data. So I'll click on this button, which is this arrow, which is the import data button. And then I'll choose my file. So my file is right here, Dentists Kampala. And then I can, sometimes you may need to import different layers. So you may have a layer for dentists, a layer for hospitals, a layer for clinics on the same map. So if you have something like that, then you can say import as a new layer so that you don't import all the data in the same layer. And then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and click import. So once I click import, I'll see my nodes here for my points for the dentists in Kampala loaded. I can go ahead and save my map. So sorry, is advised, you just keep on saving, but then you can always go back and modify. So some of the things I can do, I may, for example, change the base map. So this is the default base map, but there are different base maps that you can use here. So you can just choose one that you prefer. For example, I can use this. I think it looks nice. So that's one thing. The other thing you can do is to lock the center of your map so that when someone loads it, it brings them to this location instead of taking them like to France or anywhere. So you can do this by using this this button here, which is save this center. So I've saved that. But I also don't like the default symbols that the map has given me. So you also have the ability to change the symbology, the symbol colors and the icons. And to do that, you would go to here, which says edit map settings. And basically what you do is, you can edit different things. So for example, if you go to default shape properties here, you can define the color. So yeah, let us say you want to give like a crimson color to your dentist's points. You can do that. May also want to change the icon shape. So there is circles, there is drop, there is also bow. I think I like the drop, so I'll change to drop. The other thing I can do is also to change the icon symbol. So there are different icons that are given you here. So you may try to look for one that that is fit for a dentist. So I can, for example, choose this. So I know like my icons now look like this. Yeah, so that is, I've just made some changes on the default shape properties. But also the other thing that you can change is the interaction option. So right now, if I save my map here and I try to click on here, it will still show me that, okay, I can delete a point, I can edit a point. But if you want to see what the map will be looking like when it is shared, you can disable editing. So if I disable editing here and I click on this, then I can be able to see the names of the dentists. Okay. Yeah, so one of the other things you can change is you can change and say, okay, I want people to see the labels when someone points to the icon without clicking. And if I want to do something like that, still I'll go to my settings, and then I'll go to default interaction options here. So in the default interaction options, that's where you define, for example, the pop-up shape. What we're having is the default one, but also you may have a large pop-up, or you may even have a side panel where like your labels would be shown on the right-hand side, but I'll leave it to the default one. And what I want to change here, I may want to define how the display label. So right now it is on after someone clicking. So if I change it to always, it means the labels will be always shown whenever someone loads the map, but that makes a map a little bit very cluttered. So what I always like to use is on hover. So on hover means if someone points on the point without clicking, then they can see the label. So I'll leave it to that, but also you can define what you want to be shown. So for example, now it is showing me the name of the clinic, but I may want to show the name of the clinic and maybe the website, the name of the clinic and the phone number, if the clinic has a phone number. So to be able to do that, you go to define. So this is, now it is showing me the name, but I can also change this. So to be able to change that, it's always good to first check what your data looks like. So if I go here on my manage layers, and I got here to my layer for dentists in Kampala, if I click on this table, it will show me the attribute table, how it looks like. So I can see some attributes here. Okay, so this is what I'm using, which is the name. But I also have phone number here. So although the data is not complete, but if I want to display the phone number for each point, I can do that. So how would I do that? So I'm going to go back. I'm going to close this attribute table, and then I'll go to, again, edit map settings. And then I'm going to go to the interaction options, and where there is pop-up content template, I'm going to define. So there is a key here where you see that question mark, which is very useful if you want to see how to add that to add labels. So it uses markdown. So if you want like a big heading, you can use one hashtag. If you want the second level of heading, two hash signs. If you want to add an image so that if someone clicks on a point and they see an image, then you can also do that using that. So this key is very useful. Okay. So if I want to add another label, what I'm going to do is just to write, where there is, I can even just copy this and put it down here, but then replace this. So from the table, we saw that phone was displayed using phone. So I'll just add phone here. So that means if the point has a phone number, if someone clicks on it, to be able to display the phone number. Let me see if there is any that I can find here. I think most of them don't have phone numbers. Yeah, but if the phone numbers were available, then they would be displayed. Yeah, so for example, this one, this is Dental Studio. It has a phone number and I can see it here. So yeah, that's how to quickly create a map, an interactive map using data from OverPass, data from OpenStreetMap. And then that means if I'm done creating my map, I can simply click on share here and I can get a link that I can use to share my map. But you can also embed this map on our websites. So yeah, you can just copy this iframe and then you can embed it on your website. But if I want to simply share a link, then I can just copy this link and share it with someone. So once you create like your map in the assignment that I provided you here on the Google Classroom. So when you got your assignment, please do copy that link from your UMap and share it. That will be the thing that makes you sure that you have completed the assignment. Okay. So the other session, I know we have like 4 minutes. Let me see if we can finish with the last part. But the other one is just to, for you to create dynamic maps. And what this really does is that, you may have dentists in Kampala, but someone may come and, let us say we have 50 points for dentists in Kampala. Then next week, another person adds a new dentist. You don't want to go back and create a new map. So if you make your map dynamically, querying OpenStreetMap data, that can be easier. That means anytime a new point is added, your maps just pulls the live data from OpenStreetMap. So that is the purpose of this other lesson, which is lesson 8, is to just help you to create a map which is always updated depending on OpenStreetMap data. So, and the way to do that is really, the steps are in here. The time may not be enough for us to go through, but let me see if we can be able to reach there. So what I'm going to do still, I'm going to use the same query actually for dentists in Kampala here. And when I go to export here, instead of downloading it as a GeoJSON, I'm going to convert it to compact here, okay? And when I click on compact, it's going to generate for me this query, which you can see here. And what I need to do is now to copy this, okay? And then I'm going to take it to my, whether I use Notepad, I'm going to take it to my text editor and post it there. I'm pasting it there because I need to do some modifications. The instructions for that are in here, for those of you who will be following from the slides. So what I need to do is to add this, add this link before the text. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to copy this, go to my query here and add it at the beginning here. Okay. I also need to do some other, so let me just make some modification. I'm going to rewrite this query. I don't want it to be fixed on only Kampala. So I'm going to remove in Kampala here. So it will just be Amente equals dentist. So that means whenever someone zooms to any part of the world, so it's just having the bounding box here. So I want it to be based on the bounding box. So yeah, I'm modifying my query and I'm going to export it again to compact. So when you export to compact, you'll see that it generates for you some coordinates on the node. Let me copy this and take it to my notepad. Okay, so I'm having now something a little bit different, but still I need to copy this and add it to the beginning. So I'll copy this here. Okay, and then I'm also going to replace these coordinates here. So still the instructions are here. It says replace the latitude and longitude coordinates with south, west, north, and east. I need to do this for the node, for the way, and also for the relation. So I'm going to copy this as well and replace it with, replace these coordinates with that. So I do that for the node. I need to do that for the way, and I also do this for the relation. Okay, so I think my my thing is now ready. I'll add here an HTTPS, and then I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to create a new UMAP actually. So I'll go to UMAP and create a new map. So in UMAP, still I'm going to create like dentists Kampala. I'm just going to add the word dynamic just to differentiate it from the other one. So that is my map title. I'll save that. And then I'm going now to go to, I'm going to go to my data. So where there is here, manage layers, I'm going to go to edit here. I'm going to edit this layer, which is already existing. And I'm going to click on remote data. And where there is remote data, I'm going to go where there is URL. And I'm going to copy my link from here. I'll paste it here. Then I'll choose the format to be OSM. I'll change this to be dynamic so that it is updating live every time. And then I will change the cache proxy request to 5 minutes. Okay, so that doesn't just time out very quickly. I can name this as Dentists Kampala. Dynamic, okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and save my map. So when I save my map, so I'll try to zoom in here. So because it's trying to query OpenStreetMap data live, it takes a little bit of time to load. Actually, I try to zoom in like to the whole world. It may not even load at all. So I have to give it some bit of time. Maybe after like 5 minutes, it will, the points will pop up here. But basically, that's how you do it. Those are kind of the steps. I don't think I have time to wait for the points to actually load. And we may not have time for questions and answers. I have to run for another engagement, but those are kind of the steps. So you will follow through these slides, and also you do that kind of assignment and produce a dynamic map. And if you face any challenges, just come to the comment section under this, and you can put in a question there, and then I'll be able to answer. But I also share the examples of the maps I've created during this lesson here in the comment section there if you want to check them out. So that's it for the UMAP section. I'll stop here now and I think hand over back to either I think Becky or Dina. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I think we are all done for this session today. Yeah, at least for this presentation, and we can go back to Becky.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Geoffrey, Jan, and Dinara. The session was very, very informative. So yeah, thank you everyone for attending. See you on the next one. There's going to be a repeat session. No worries, no need to repeat, no need to come along if you've attended this one, because it's going to be the same. So yeah, see you on Slack. Thank you everyone. Bye everyone.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks for your comments and feedback.